Sadly, friends, it's not been a good week for Michel Platini. The former France striker who scored the winning goal for his country in the finals of Euro 1984 is facing some difficult questions about the awarding of the 2022 Football World Cup to Qatar. Qatar being one of the most democratically backward countries on the planet. The awarding of the 2022 World Cup to Qatar has been one controversy after another, with accusations of bribes and bounties being offered so that the Gulf nation would host football's global tournament. This will be the first tournament that will be held in the winter rather than in the summer. And going back to the first World Cup of 1930 in Uruguay, the Football World Cup has always been held traditionally in June, July, before the start of the new season, at least in England. The main bugbear with people, however, is the fact that if you were to hold missiles for every construction worker killed during the building of the various stadiums which will host this tournament, the first 44 matches would have to be played in complete silence. Qatar managed to successfully fend off competition from Australia, South Korea, Japan and the USA to host this tournament. But in 2016, France's prosecution office began probing the award of the tournament to Qatar, which, needless to remind you all, is a predominantly Muslim country which practices Sharia law. Former chief bigot of FIFA, Sepp Blatter, or Septic Bladder as I call him, even joked that gay couples should refrain from certain activities during the duration of the World Cup, a comment that did not go down well at all. Personally, I think another country should have been awarded this tournament, and had Australia hosted it, it would have meant that Oceania would have hosted its first ever Football World Cup, and this would follow on from the Rugby World Cup in 2003 and the Olympics in 2000, which Australia did a fantastic job of hosting. Awarding the Football World Cup to Qatar was a major step backwards for international relations and democracy, in my opinion, and one wonders why major woke sponsors like MasterCard did not and have not spoken out. Although I don't think we'll need penalties or goal line technology to help us work this one out. Ciao, friends.